Hey, welcome back to another Elden Ring video. In today's video, we are heading to Liurnia, the lakes, to do my version of the randomizer. In the last video, we finished up Weeping Peninsula. If you haven't checked that out already, please go and watch it. But now let's get into the video. Now that I'm here, I take off all of my equipment, and I do remember to take off my crystal tears. I met Hyetta, and I've never seen her in one of my runs, but she gave me the as you wish gesture. I got a sacred tear, then I met up with Thops, but I was too broke to give him any runes. After I got some runes, I donated some to him, and then he tells me about the glintstone key, which I'll be needing later on.
Without one, and you'll never. And if you want to, you consider. I know it.
I upgrade my flask, and next I need to figure out what my weapon is going to be. I get the Watchdog staff, which you find in the Rodin's catacombs. This weapon was actually really easy to get. It was just hiding behind a wall and just on the ground, no bosses or enemies to fight at all. Before I was able to actually use the weapon, it took 34 strength and 10 dex, and I only had 16 strength, so I needed to level up a lot. Luckily, I was still able to two-hand it and use it, so I went to go test out the damage, but it does no damage at all. But finally, after killing both enemies, I got my first piece of armor. I found a golden seed and got an extra flask. And now it's time for a lot of grinding, and this took forever. Finally, I leveled up enough in order to use the Watchdog staff, and it has a pretty cool Ash Award. Now, I need to figure out what my crystal tears are going to be. I got the Holy Shrouding and the Dexternity Knot. For the Dexternity Knot, it's just sitting over on a random rock. And for the Holy Shrouding, you have to defeat an Erdtree avatar. But before that, I change out my summons to the Demi-Human Ashes just because I've never used them. The Watchdog staff is actually a pretty good weapon. It does a lot of damage and it staggers bosses very easily. I did pretty good, but I still managed to die. And again. And another time. On my fourth try, I finally took him down. I finally defeat the Erdtree avatar and get the Holy Shrouding crack tier. Now that I got both of my crystal tiers, I need to figure out what my talismans were going to be. And I got the Cerulean Seed Talisman and the Longtail Cat Talisman. I went to get the cerulean seed first, but before I did that, I had to defeat this really annoying dude. I almost kill him on my first try, but I suck. And finally got it on my third attempt. And second attempt didn't go much better. After killing him, I head up to the top and get the cerulean seed talisman. Before I get my second talisman, I was wanting a second piece of armor, so I came over here to farm this dude. But he was a little harder than anticipated. Finally killed him the first time, but sadly he only gives me the Dragon Cult prayer bow and not an armor. Finally, after killing him a couple more times, I got a helmet. To get my second talisman, I had to get into a Ray of Lucaria, but before that I had to go get the glintstone key. Now that I'm in, I head over to go get my second talisman. To get it, you just have to ride the elevator all the way down, and it's just right over here. Now that I have my second talisman, I have all the gear that I need. Before I fight any bosses, I head over to go get a Somber Smith and Stone 2, and then I upgrade my weapon. Then I find a map and head over to EG, so then I can level up my weapon to +4.
Well, I presume you are.
Buy the Somber Smith and Stone 4, but I didn't have enough money to actually upgrade my weapon. So I head over to the nearest Everjoe and defeat the Carrion Knight. And now that I got enough money, I upgraded my Watchdog staff to +4. I go to defeat the other Erdtree avatar, and now that my weapon is upgraded to +4, it makes it almost too easy. Next, I head over to the other Everjoe to defeat Aiden, Thief of Fire. And he kills me the first time. Second attempt, I did kill him, but I forgot to record. And then I tried to defeat the dragon, but it was way harder than I thought. And I died, so I'll be coming back to this boss. Next, I went over to the Caria Manor to defeat Loretta. And these hands were extremely annoying. I kept dying to them multiple times. But I eventually just ran past them. I finally got some better armor. And I finally made it to Loretta. Even though I was doing a pretty good amount of damage, I still somehow died. My second attempt went a lot better and killed her pretty fast. defeating Loretta, I came back for my revenge on the dragon. I completely thought I died right here. Figured out that if you just stay on the horse and hit him, it is a lot easier to kill it. After defeating the dragon, I go to defeat the other dragon. But sadly, I die, and then on my second attempt, he just disappeared. So I won't be killing that boss. And then I head back over to Raya Lucaria and find a golden seed. That I'm in, I go to fight the wolf. On the way, I kill these enemies and get another armor. My robe on, I'm all dripped out. Finally get to the wolf, but my first attempt doesn't go so well. Second attempt goes a lot better, and I end up killing him pretty easy. After defeating the wolf, before I headed to Renala, I had to defeat the Moongrim Carrion Knight. He was extremely easy and didn't even get to use his flask. Well, then I'm finally at Renala. I had to defeat her 3 little librarians, or whatever you call them. Watchdog's staff just does so much damage, and she doesn't really give me any problems at all. Down to her second phase, and her second phase might be even easier than her first phase. After defeating Renala, before I end the video, I wanted to head over to the village of the Albinars just to get the Haligtree secret medallion.
Please no, dear me.
While I was over here, I found a larva tier, which is perfect for my next region. Last thing that I did was just come over here to kill the Omen Killer. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And come back for my next video where I'll be going to Caelid.